Hello, everybody. This is Stan the DayZ Sniper again, bringing you episode 5 of the 5,000 hour DayZ Sniper tutorial series. Today, we're going to be talking about finding the right cover given your situation, and also the L-shaped firing position, and some other things, little odds and ends at the end of the video. If you like this content, you want to see more of it, please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm going to try to do one of these a week, and let's get into it. So we're going to start. It's me, Beaver, and Skull Smasher are above Northwest Airfield at Novaya Petrovka. You can see the industrial part in front of us. The apartments are to our left, and we're on the hill looking down at this field. And what we're going to end up finding is what ends up being a team of 3. We believe it's the people going back to their base at the apartments. So we're going to see them come into view there around the red barn, and they're going to run across this field. Now, for me, this is great. I'm in an elevated position. This ghillie suit guy is just doing what you don't do in a ghillie suit, which is run through a field. A bush running through the field doesn't look right. So we're going to get in position. It's not just me in this fight. Me and Skull Smasher are both looking at this guy. We're going to do a tandem shoot. So 2 guys shooting at the same target. It means that we're more than likely going to hit him and knock him out of the fight. So we are going to aim in here. Now, from this guy's perspective, this is a terrible idea. His nearest cover is a hay bale, and the hay bales do not give great cover in that you are easily flanked. So he's dead. And now I have a suppressed VSD. Skull Smasher's to my left. He does not have a suppressed weapon. He has just gone loud. So our position's compromised. So we're going to actually, I'm going to rotate. Skull Smasher's going to go left, or he's going to go west. I believe Beaver is more or less going straight down the middle. Now he's going to use cover to get to where he needs to get to. And then I'm going to actually go right. So now we are rotating to the east of where the other 2 people have ended up going, which is into the industrial building. The other 2 guys probably make the good move instead of their ghillie suit friend. These guys make the good move in that they go into a place with relative cover. Now I'm up along the fence line. I see a guy. He's trying to find Skull. And despite my lack of aim, I'm still able to get the kill. That guy probably died more or less confused because he thought we were up in the tree line. So we're talking about flanking. We're talking about using our cover to get to where we need to be to take the shot. For me, going east, that guy had no idea I was there. So use flanking to your advantage. It's very easy to get the upper hand on somebody as a sniper, as a guy that has a suppressed weapon, who become more or less invisible while they're looking for other players in the wrong location. So now we are on top of one of the buildings in the same industrial, and we are going to, if you look there in that building, there's nobody up there, right? There's nobody up in the top part of that grain building. And then we're going to go back. This is probably about 2-3 minutes later. We're going to go back, and the third guy is now sitting there. Again, proper flanking confuses the shit out of unsuspecting players. It absolutely confuses the shit out of them. If you could be that guy to where you could get behind somebody, it's great. This is another illustration or example of proper flanking. So free shots is to my right. The King, which is the guy we end up killing, has actually already been shot and is hiding behind a hay bale. Hay bales are not great cover. Hay bales are okay cover in a one-on-one. One-on-two, you probably need to look for the guy like me that's flanking while the guy up front is blocked by your by the hay bale. So I am coming up this time on his west side or his left side. He has no idea I'm there. and he gets shot. So use flanking, especially when you're playing with a friend, right? And use it to your advantage. You could do 2-on-1s easier. I see a lot of people do 2-on-1s, and one of your teammates always dies. There's no reason that your teammate should die. 2-on-1 is a huge advantage in DayZ. Okay, so this is just another example of bad cover. Um, I have taken the shot at this guy. This guy should know that I'm at this location, unless he just doesn't have his sound up on his headset. So he's in bad cover. Bear in mind, he's got the glass building he could go into. He's got the Livonia garages that he could go into. He does neither of those. He sits behind the stupidest cover imaginable. Don't be like this guy. Don't be like this guy. This guy has made a terror. He could go into the Connex box, close the door. And that makes more sense than what he just did. Get into cover that makes sense. If you can hold a stairway, that's great. You can cover glass. It's a much better location to get inside. Even the Livonia garages. He could bail out into the woods and be gone, but he didn't. He chose to stay in a very terrible position. Okay, so this next clip is again a example of lack of awareness and no cover. So we're at airfield. I am in my patented smokestack spot, and two guys just hanging out in the open in the middle of Northwest Airfield, by the way. Terrible fucking decision. And they are just going to sit there while his friend is beating a zombie. Find cover. Go to the sheds. Go somewhere. Don't give me this opportunity. And that guy, what was that guy's problem? I killed him both. Like, get out of the way. If your friend drops, it's not a great idea to just stand around his body. All right, so this is another example. Kill that guy with the grenade. Great grenade toss. Ignore the lack of skill with the AK-101. Keying your all's headset in PS5 DayZ makes no sense to me. You're in a party chat with your friends, unless this guy's got no friends, which he might not. Never key your headset. I know it accidentally happens. Keying your headset just lets me know you're around me, and now I'm prepared for you. And they're still in there. So me and Beaver, he's our second guy in this situation. We're gonna push. We have the numbers advantage, and he's gonna spray the door. I'm gonna open the door and just take care of it. So don't key your headset. If this guy's headset wasn't keyed, I probably would. It would have given him more time. And also, don't be this guy. Concrete is not cover. Not like this. Don't be this guy. I can see you. Run away. If you have to run away, that's the situation. Just run away. And now finally we're at the end of the video. I'm going to try and explain to the best of my knowledge the L-shaped firing position, or the very basic strategy of flanking your opponent using intersecting fields of fire. Now that sounds like a lot of words, fairly simple application. You can do this with 3 people, you can do this with 2 people. You can do this with 4 people. You can do it with 6. Doesn't necessarily matter. So the L-shaped firing position is basically your base, which is the base of the L, and then where the L comes up is like your flanking maneuver. This is a great way to take out multiple people, because no matter where they run, somebody's going to see them and be able to attack that way. So basically, you have the fly and the good bottle, which would be your base, and then you have the 2 shit emojis, which are your flanking maneuver. The L can be flipped. It doesn't necessarily mean you got to do it exactly like the L, but you have a greater hit probability, and you have a greater chance of killing larger amounts of people on DayZ using this strategy. What I recommend is practice this with your friends. Practice this with. You can go on a PvP server. Practice these basic strategies, because it's these basic strategies that are getting you killed. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. I know it's a little quick, It's a little quicker than what I usually do, but we're still at the 10-minute mark. I'm going to try and do one of these once a week. Um, I don't know the quality of them. If I find that I need more time to do a more specialized video, I will. I feel like these are like the basic tidbits of information that the typical DayZ population is missing, especially when we're talking, not even necessarily when we're talking about sniping in general, but just team tactics. A lot of times I see you guys, and once the first bullet starts, everybody kind of scatters and there's no plan. In DayZ especially, have a plan with your group, understand what you're going to do, use the L-shaped firing position, flank, get the upper hand on your enemy. You're gonna come out on top more often than not because the people that you're going to play against do not have a plan. Have a plan, um, and have fun playing DayZ. Again, if you like this content, there will be more of it. Consider subscribing to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.